All right, hello and welcome everybody back to the stream. I'm your CFI and I really appreciate all you guys stopping by. Today we're going to be flying the WestJet 737-700 by PMDG Simulations from Calgary over to Vancouver Airport. So it'll be a nice mountainous, hopefully, little flight we're going to get going up for us today. Looks like we've got a nice 321 parked on the left-hand side of us. And yeah, so I really appreciate you guys stopping by. If you guys want to check out any of the channel partners, they're listed in the top right corner, but also at the bottom of the description. You guys can save money on a bunch of different stuff like Contrail, anything on the Contrail shop, Tobii Tracker, things like that, Pimax as well. So really appreciate all you guys who use those links down below, all the affiliate codes. It's really helpful. To all the channel members, I really appreciate all your support every month as well. Sorry you guys missed it, but yesterday we gave out 10 of the free memberships I'm able to give out that YouTube gives me every month, so we'll roll another 10 next month for sure. So without further ado, we're going to get into this thing, and we'll say hi to you guys as well. I've done some setting changes again, so I've been just kind of tinkering with Sim Update 5, seeing what I like to do. I think we got it looking pretty good. I am using reshade as well. I will put my reshade settings up on the screen for you here. These are the only three I use. And I've tweaked the vibrance a little bit. I've kind of turned it down a little bit. It was too vibrant, so I turned it down a little bit. But yeah, everything else is pretty much the same. I also went to DLSS Swapper and made sure I was on 3.6 as we were on 3.10.1, which was too old. I thought I was on the newest one, but I wasn't, so we're on 3.10.6 now. So the engine fan blades should look a little bit better, and all that kind of stuff should look better. Yeah, so thank you guys for all jumping in. Burke, welcome. Thanks so much for coming. And puts the toga emoji already. Appreciate you, my friend. Hatch, hello. Welcome. More Rudder, hello again. Nico, hello again. Enjoy the morning stream, watching while eating melon bread and riding the bullet train. I don't know what melon bread is, but thank you for watching. Appreciate you. Maddie, hello. Welcome. Welcome back. Henry, hello. How long is this flight going to be? About an hour in the air. And if we do the return, then it's another hour back for the most part. But I'll get the exact time for you right here. The exact time is going to be 1 hour and 9 minutes. That's without an approach, so we'll call it 1:15 into Vancouver today. So not too bad. We're predicting fair weather, light turbulence all the way around, so should be nice getting over to Vancouver. No meals on the airplane, everything's good. Just came out of the hangar. So we'll be all good to go. We're going to jump into the flight deck here. As you guys know, this is Boeing 737 Next Gen flight deck, and this is the 700 variant. So we're going to go ahead and go to the overhead panel, and we'll select the battery power on. And from there, I might actually change the view just like that so you guys can see it a bit more. There you go. From there, we're going to select our ground power on. There you go. I've turned the Boris sounds off because I think there was some conflicting sounds, so we went ahead and gone ahead and turned that off. Going to verify that my position light is in the steady position, which it is. And running from top to bottom, left to right, everything is basically the way I want it to be at the time being. We're going to arm the emergency lights. No smoking can come on, although I don't know if that's no smoking anymore, but we'll throw it on. Belts can stay off as we're going to refuel still. Our window heat here can be selected to on. Probes can be stayed off. Anti-ice is all off. Hydraulics, we have the engine-driven pumps are on, but the electrics are off. The forward entry door is open. Our pressurization gauges are what they should be showing, 0 basically. And then our air conditioning section is all set. We have automatic in the temperatures. Our packs are off. The isolation valve is open. The APU bleed is off. And the pressurization panel is set to automatic for the time being. That's all we need really to do for that. Last thing up here is we're going to turn our IRS switches at the very top here. We'll select them to align. Although I think in the 7.3 you're actually safe just to go just straight to nav. So we'll just go straight to nav, and we're going to go press our IRS alignments. So this is your FMC. We'll press position destination. These are the hungry boxes that we got to feed. Next page, we'll grab the GPS left, and we'll feed the hungry boxes. And now our IRS will start to align. If you guys needed alignment time, you can always come back up here, and it should be in heading status, but it looks like it's already set to 0 there. So I might have it set to fast align. Yeah, you can see they're already done. So I have it set to fast align. Real world will take about 7 minutes to do that. Come to the iPad here. We'll go ahead and request all this data from SimBrief. And we're doing Calgary weather's variable wind, 40 statute mile, broken 25 grand, 13 mile viz, and then the altimeter of 2984. Now you can either scroll it. Let's go back to inch of mercury. You can either scroll it, or you can press, in my case, the B button, and it'll set it for me. Beautiful. Oh, we can go ahead and cancel our master caution there. Sorry, just responded to a text there. And then now we can go to our route page, request, SimBrief, and this is Calgary to Vancouver. I'm going to set the payload of the flight. I'm going to set the fuel of the flight, 11.9, and we're going to select the route. And it's going to come back in a couple seconds saying it's ready to be loaded. You ever fly into Calgary? Real world, no. I've actually never flown into Calgary. I've flown into Vancouver, but I've never gotten to go into Calgary. Funny enough, all of our sims, a lot of our training every 6 month sims are in Calgary. So that's kind of cool. All right, the FMC should be ready to be loaded up. So we'll head over here. It says route uplink ready. Go ahead and press load. And you would be doing GS exporting if you wanted to do so. We're not going to do that here. Route uplink loading. So we're going to wait for that to fully load. Alrighty. WestJet 123. That's actually the real flight number. It takes off in an hour though. So it's kind of funny that it's just 123. I'm going to quickly get the departure runway in use. We'll click departure arrival, departure. And they are using 29, 35 left, and 35 right. Let's use 35 right because it's a bit of a closer taxi. So 35 right, I think, is the normal one for takeoff anyways. So we'll do 35 right. And the departure SID is going to be just the Calgary 8. That works for me. Departure arrival into Vancouver will be the Canuck 6. No star located with that. That's fine. Route, activate, execute. Awesome. Performance initialization. You can enter all these numbers manually, or you can even double click and they'll appear, or you can just press request down at the bottom right corner and that will do everything. Just did a flight in the CSS 73. Did you have issues with VNAV when you flew it? I think a little bit, but I also had more issues with... I have to go back to the live. I did have an issue with something. I forget if it was the VNAV or not. It probably was. There was a couple issues here and there. They're so close. I think the LNAV I had problems with too. We'll press load and we'll set it in. We're not going to go to flight level 400. We're going to flight level 360. So we'll set that in there as well. Everything else is fine. The IC deviation will change. It's just actually just 1 degree. -1 on the IC deviation. Oh, this one doesn't have IC deviation. Top of climb. Okay, never mind. Won't put that in here at all. There is an X page, but we're not going to really worry about that. That's fine for me. Takeoff. Now, from this page, we can double-click this for a CG. We're going to go over to the iPad here. Select our performance tool. Import everything from the OFP. We're taking off from 35 right. Alrighty, so it grabs all this data. It is a dry runway, so that's all perfect. We can import everything here from the aircraft. The weight, the CG, the flap configuration is the best. Optimum rating is fine. Aircraft NTIC is not required, and air conditioning will be on. We'll import the weather, and we'll press calculate. I've been noticing it give me a lot of flap 1 departures. I wonder what if it'll do if I select flap 5. A higher end one. Alright, we'll do a flap 1. There we go. So, it's an M1 rating of 88, and to get to this number of 88 N1, because currently we're at 96.3, I'm going to set takeoff 1 with a cell temperature of 42. So we're going to come down here, and we'll press this button and this button. 42, and takeoff 1. 88.7. Has to be greater than this. So we're 88.7, we're greater than 88, we're all good. We should be expecting a speed of 30, 32, 35. Flap 1, 32, 33, 35. That's okay. That's more than fine. And the stab trim setting of 5.52. So we're just going to trim nose up till we're about halfway to 6. There you go. That's all inputted perfectly in there for myself. Cool. We'll press route copy so we have a secondary route just in case. And we'll do that on this. Oop, not that one. We'll do that on the second one as well. Come up on the overhead panel as we're basically on the before start kind of section. We're going to set up our pressurization panel. We're going to 360. And then our landing altitude of Vancouver's at sea level, so we can leave 0. That's more than fine. Yaw damper can get selected on. Our left aft fuel pump can be turned on for the APU, so we'll turn this on and we're going to start the APU. 1, 2, 3, and you can release the switch. These are not the Boris sounds. These are default PMDG sounds, by the way, guys. Yoam says, yes. Are you flying with us, Yoam? Are you the 320? Gonna try to match your flight 2020 with the 800? Perfect, perfect. Feel free. Wasn't it hand flying on the CS? Oh, the hand flying sucked too. That's a good memory though, Burke. Yeah, the hand flying, Rob, in my opinion, was trash. They are really close, Rob. I think the same thing. I think the same thing as well. Kenley May, welcome, welcome. All right, the APU's all online. Thefty, hello, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. We're doing good. I'm going to leave you with this beautiful airplane real quick because I'm going to take my food out of the oven. I kind of mistimed it a little bit, but it's all finished. I'm just going to take it out of the oven, let it cool, but I'll come back and we should be able to eat and cruise. Alrighty, I'm that quick. Food's out of the oven, and we're going to be on our merry way here. So the APU is now online, which means we can get the APU generator, the electricity of the APU, on the bus. So we'll select Gen 1. Nope. There's Gen 2. So now the ground power has been disconnected off the system, and now we can tell the ground handlers outside to disconnect the airplane physically from with the cable. They can unplug us. Seatbelts can come on. I'm not sure. Would they have these hydraulic pumps on? I thought they would have one of these hydraulics. That just makes sense, but I'm not too sure. The APU bleed can come on. And now that we're providing air, we're going to provide air to the left pack, and we're going to allow air to flow all the way through to the right pack as well. That rush of air is coming on in. Aviation Bros, hello. Welcome, welcome. Thanks so much for stopping by. Aviation Bros is the person that made the channel thumbnail today, the thumbnail for the video, and actually the channel logo as well. Big Mac, I'll call you Big Mac. Welcome, welcome. First time seeing that name, so thank you so much for stopping by, unless I missed you before. We're going to go ahead and tell all these guys they can go ahead and release the ground power. We're going to set our own parking brake, which means they can get rid of the chocks. But before I do that, they can also get rid of the jetway. There it goes. And they can close the door. Close all. Arm all. They can do that as well. We're going to set up our MCP here on the Calgary 8, I think, departure. Let's see real quick which one this was. Yeah, the Calgary 8. I don't know why they need so many of these. I don't know why they need 8 renditions of a vectored SID departure. But anyways, it's going to be climbed to 7,000 feet, which is set up there, on a heading of 345. It was 135 for the V2, so we'll do 145. Auto thrust can get armed. Our flight director left and right are on. We're going to select LNAV. Then we're going to select VNAV. And you can see LNAV, VNAV's armed with the auto thrust is armed as well. So that's all good to go. We can select traffic on that button there and traffic on that button right there. So from an overhead perspective, this is looking quite good. Let's just make sure everything down here is looking good. Too bad there's no ATC on. No ATC all day for us, but that's okay. We'll set 2,000 in that. The transponder is off currently, so that's fine. Actually, it's technically on with that. We'll put it off there. All of this is okay. We're just going to set our CTAF frequency. It's for Calgary's traffic frequency. 18.4 is the frequency. Select that over, and we'll let everybody know we're going to be pushing back here. So let's get the pushback and departure already. Use own stairs, no jetway. Yeah, use that one. WestJet. How's the sim looking, guys? Hopefully it's looking good. Hopefully it's looking all good. Big Macs, you're short. Sweet, sweet. Big Nations McDonald's is my formal title. Okay, we'll use it only in formal situations then. We can go ahead and close our flight deck door, and the switch is closed. I've found that this is an incredible feature that they've added. You can direct airflow vents by now. Oh, the chocks are still connected. That's weird. Let's get those chocks removed. Maybe oh, you know what? I think I did forget to do that. There we go. Chocks removed. I'm gonna put the sound louder once the engines are spooling. Sim's looking great. Perfect. Perfect. Bunch of setting changes to get to this point. 5 years of setting changes to get to this point. All right, we're going to go nose to the left. I don't know why they give me a nose right option, but there you go. Oh, someone just pushed on top of me there. That's okay. We know how to deal with those now. This one, ignore. Ah, I've learned. All right, we're going to use this action. We're going to use our parking brake. What we're going to do for the first time ever is do this correctly. Anti-collision light can come on. The transponder can be selected on as well, and now we can release the parking brake. That's kind of feature where I look at once and go, oh, that's kind of cool. Exactly. What would Flight Simulator be without hours of setting changes, right? That's half the fun. All right, guys, we've been given cleared start at will, so left pack off, right pack off, and I don't know what that weird, like, chugging sound is. Fuel pumps can all be selected on, and it's let's say it's the first flight of the day. I don't know. We'll set right igniter. We're gonna start number 2. I think they do even day actually, so it'd be starter left, but that's fine. Kind of pushing me into a wall here, GSX. Oh, they're gonna stop. All right, we're gonna set park and brake. We're gonna add fuel, and I'm gonna put the volume up for you guys so you guys can hear. This is no Boris sounds. Starter cut up. Not as good as Boris. That's okay. There we go. Alrighty, we're gonna start number 1. With DLSS 3.10.6, these look a lot better. This was looking terrible in my last couple streams. Maddie, this is Flight Sim Studios Calgary. Yes, the sound design is nice. Yeah, it's pretty good for default, right? Rob, what do you mean? How do you do that? How do I do the air? Alrighty, so with that, I'll bring the sounds lower again, not to hurt your guys' ears there. The engines are up and running. So the first thing is we're going to get the generators on the engines now instead of on the APU. You can see the APU says off the bus. You can turn the APU off. Probe heat can come on. Hydraulic switches can come on. Our pack left and right can come on. Isolation valve can get set to auto, so it'll control if it wants to set left or right. APU bleed can be selected off. Ignitions can be set to continuous. Our flaps can be set to the 1 setting. I'll give you guys some sounds there. One thing you guys might not know, I saw this from a Mustafa video. If you guys don't know Mustafa, he's a cool YouTuber. Makes good videos. They've modeled the flaps in here. So let me show you real quick. If you go to the wheel well, and put the sounds lower for you guys, and you move your flap, let's say if I add more flap, see how it turns? I'll go back to flap 1. But thought it'd be cool if I showed you that there. I meant making him disappear. I'm lost. Who did I make disappear? I wouldn't say those sound unrealistic. I feel like the 7.3 startup is pretty quiet, sitting in the cabin. Yeah. Boris just has like, I don't know what Boris does. He has some magic of making it very like the ambience is crazy. Big Man says Boris is a magician. He is. I would agree. I don't know. Does 737 have auto trim? No. Well, if the autopilot's engaged, the trim will trim. But if you're just flying, then no. The trim's all up to you. We'll put this to the press engine. We'll get rid of that. Go full right. Full left. Neutral. And there's a page. If you use the system page here, you can see it here. Full down. Full up. Neutral. If you wanted to use that. Auto brakes to RTO. And basically we're ready to go. I'll just select the taxi light on. I'm going to lock office chair wheels, so when I use my rudder pedal, I don't slip and slide. Parking brake is off. A little bit of power. Yeah, the Boris ones are incredible compared to this, but yeah. Hey chat, should I use SU5? Is it more stable? I love SU5. This is SU5. It's been running perfectly fine for me. I can't say enough good things about it. Ken says, get out. What are we talking about? That again is a feature that is kind of cool, but I wouldn't look at... Yeah, it's you kind of look at it once, Maddie, and that's about it. They're like, oh, that's nice of them to add that in there. Should I get the Tolos A340-600? That depends. If you like long-haul airplanes and you like Airbus, it's one of the best Airbuses you can buy. If you don't like doing long-haul and you don't like Airbus, then I wouldn't waste your time. So we got an Encore Q over there. I gotta get Tobii Eye Tracker working again so I can just look left and right with that. That'd be kind of nice, actually. We're gonna unignore that person. And we're gonna take the left turn here at Juliet. This one's a little sports car. Got a beautiful 777 on the left-hand side right there. We're gonna fly the 777 again. I haven't flown that one in a long time, so we're gonna be in the triple very soon. All right, guys, quick poll before we depart. What side should we take off from? You guys let me know. I don't like the long haul, but I do like long haul planes. I just fly them on short routes. Then yeah, you'll love the A340. As long as you love Airbus, or like Airbus, you'll love the 340. It is fantastic. The scenery is a little stiff on performance. It's the 2020 scenery that still hasn't been updated for 24 yet. Head bobbing, yeah, I think what they're trying to simulate is whoa, the roughness of the taxiway. I actually have in the RJ, when the RJ is light, this actually happens. You're just kind of bob up and down sometimes, depending on what's going on with the suspension. We're going to take a left turn here, the next one coming up. And we're going to go all the way... Sorry, a right turn, all the way down Bravo to runway 35 right. Looks like a fast turn, but I can't judge from outside. Maybe over there. Let's see if I can get right on the line without looking at the line. Gotta come left a little bit more. Come right a little bit more. I think the line's somewhere around there. Nope. Not even close. Can't wait till we get a tiller for this sim. That'll be great.
traffic Air Canada 253, taxi runway 35 left via Juliet.
Oh, we got Rob. Oh, you're saying how to make that guy disappear on VATSIM. On vPilot, type .aircraft. It brings up a list, and then you can sort from nearest and then ignore it. This thing just does not stay straight. I kind of want to take it from Sierra coming up here, but we'll use full length. We'll use all 14,000 feet of this runway. Yeah, they don't pave the airports out there very much, and that can happen, yeah. I began to wonder how much performance you lose from those kind of cool features and how much a $30 upgrade cost went into those features. I wonder the same stuff. I wonder the same stuff. Tyler Rocks, hello, welcome, welcome. Hatch looks very good. Perfect. That's what we want. I would gladly pay $20 instead of $30 if it meant I didn't have any. If it meant I didn't have a working overhead luggage bins and movable air conditioning vents. Yeah, I'd pay that as well. If it just says same for the queue. Yeah, the Bombardier boys always get rocket socket roboted. Calgary traffic, it's WestJet 123, lining up runway 35 right. Just gonna check not Navigraph, I'm gonna check, make sure no one else is coming in here. Yeah, looks like we're all good. We'll say we're cleared to line up because there's no one here, so we'll do the lineup checks as we go. TCAS TARA. Slow this down a little bit here. All right, we are clear right. We are clear left. I noticed at this airport specifically, looking at the terminal buildings from this far away, destroys the frames. And again, this scenery is good. It's made by Flight Sim Studios. It's a good scenery, but it has not been updated for 24, so it kind of struggles sometimes. I missed that groove runway sound from the Boris sounds. Those sounded great. I missed that turn up a little bit. I always forget how short this airplane is. It's a very short plane. You don't have to do the whole thing. You could. I should do it slower, but... Alright, that's good enough for me. You got 14,000 feet, so we should be fine. Alright, we'll say we're clear takeoff, so we'll go ahead and throw the landing lights on. If you guys are members of the chat, I really appreciate you guys putting in your flex and or toga emojis. And we will see you guys in the air. Let me put the cameras on for you. Using the ProDesk Sim throttles today, guys. And I'm going to press the toga button right here. Boop. And there's thrust set. Zero wind, so we don't have to really do much here. The sound's a bit lower. That's checked. You're up. This Moza profile I got for this thing I just made earlier today, I posted in the Discord, is really, really good. Technically, I should be two-handing this. Just Calgary going off in the distance. The performance only gets better as you get away from Calgary. Yeah, it's pretty bumpy today. It hand flies beautifully with this profile. I also did a -10 on the sensitivity.
253 departing 35 right, Calgary.
We're gonna give myself higher. I'm gonna go all the way to 36,000 because there's no one else here. So 36,000 has been entered in there, and we're gonna go legs, direct bow tag. All right, gonna go flap 0. Should probably fly the plane better here. I just like looking outside. I could put the autopilot on, but we'll catch 250 going off. Pretty good right about there. A little bit more pitch. Nice. Expand our scale. Sorry, I forgot. I put that pole there and I didn't even use it, but the last time I checked it was 50-50, so I kind of just chose. And we'll just go direct next one as well, just to stop hunting it. It's better. There we go. All right. Autopilot 1's engaged. You can see it says command right there. We're climbing through 10,000 feet. The lights are out. The pressurization is checked. The belt's on. Ignition's off. We can let the attendants out of their seats. And we should be good to go. The gear up is off and auto brakes off as well. Looks like Rob is launching off 35 right now as well. Gotta fund that 747 development somehow. Yup. I think that's what this is. Put the volume a little lower there. Let me know if that's too low. Viper, welcome. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. Like how the 350 Inabuilds gives you the option to turn the cabin off for performance. Yeah, that's a good option. That is a nice little option they can do. We're gonna end the poll. Whoops, we're gonna end the poll there. Really appreciate all you guys stopping by. That scenery has a cool lighter, a little Easter egg. If you look at the city at 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. during July, you can see the fireworks from Calgary Stampede. That's really cool. That's a cool little add-on there. Flight Sim Studios, we don't have to, we want to. That should be their motto. You ever fly out west? I did during my first couple months as on the line and in line of dock as well, but haven't ever since. The west flying is very nice though. Very, very beautiful. Gonna be coming up to the Rocky Mountains here, so I'm gonna leave the belts on till we're a little bit higher. You never know what happens at these mountains, especially because the wind's coming straight towards us as well. So who knows what turbulence lies ahead of us here. There's transition. Press the standard button right there. And we are on our way, guys. I'm gonna get my food. I'll be just right back.
Traffic, WestJet 208, 5 on final runway, true 5 right. Sorry, traffic, WestJet 622 is taxiing via Juliet Sierra, Juliet Bravo, runway 35.
All right, we're back, and I'm munching. Maura says, send coffee all over your shirt. Spill coffee on my shirt? West Coast, Best Coast? I don't know. Brooke says, very nice. It is. What kind of routes out there? A lot of Vancouver, San Diego, Seattle, Vegas, that kind of stuff. Cool stuff. I don't even know where YCG is. As long as it's not Whitehorse.
Tiger traffic, WestJet 185. We're 15 miles to the southwest, descending through 11,000 down for the RNN, Zulu runway 17 right approach, Calgary.
Copy traffic, WestJet 208, clear runway 35 for right, taxiing to Rand.
Yeah, Castle Guard's cool. Castle Guard's like a Q400 thing, though. We don't really do it on the jets at all. The Castle Guard I've heard is very nice. Kelowna's pretty cool. Victoria's nice as well.
WestJet 62, switching the pressure runway runway 17 right, continuing Bravo.
I did say Vegas. Yeah, Burke, they do Vancouver, Vegas, RJ. Yeah, Kelowna's beautiful. The whole mountain range area is beautiful. A lot of little airports you can go into. Maybe we'll do like a Piper, we'll do like a Piper flight on stream once in there. We go to San Diego. Yep. This is where I left the belts on, people. Look at this thing rock. It's not too bad just yet, though, actually. That'd be a little worse. SBB is great. SBP. No idea. San Diego's a bit far. Yeah. I don't know what CYYC is doing it now. Probably still 200. Oh, jeez. Hope not. That would not be good. Look at these views. The cloud looks terrible, but look at these views. Ultra clouds, everybody. Ultra clouds. It's a screenshot right there. Wow. I'd probably put that on a WestJet Instagram and someone would be like, whoa, like, where'd you fly to? There. Look at that. That's just gorgeous. All right, we're level at 36,000. It's been pretty good, so we'll let them take their poops and peeps. There you go. Look at their sea legs. There's SU5. This is Sim Update 5, Beta 5. It is absolutely fantastic. There's a couple bugs here and there. Nothing crazy, though. The MD-11 iPad doesn't work. Phoenix has dirt and mud all over their windscreens, no matter where you spawn. And that's about it. Everything else I found works for the most part. And it's buttery smooth. Able to put a lot more textures on because the VRAM usage is a lot less. So it just looks gorgeous and plays gorgeously. WestJet 123, we got a booth crossing time. No, we're not doing no crossing times at booth. You can shove that booth crossing time up your Canuck 6 arrival. Same in Toronto. We got a Regis crossing time. Yeah, we don't do that here. Yeah, we're getting thrown around a little bit. For passenger safety, we're going to ask you to remain back to your seats. Sorry about that. Don't blame me. Blame the mountains. We're in a nice section here, so we're not too much in a coffin corner. We're kind of just chilling. Hey, United loves the scooter. Have you seen the upgrade? The CYYC? Yeah, the 450. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. So got a couple 200s left. I wouldn't want to be on one of those. Big Mac says, have you noticed... Oh, not Big... Wait. Oh, it's still Big Mac. I get it. I get it. Have you noticed any performance impact with high detail updates? Sorry if I missed... nope. So I've kind of tailored my settings perfectly now where I'm able to run higher settings. I'll probably make a Sim Update 5 beta video explaining what I did. I'm also using Reshade, and these are my Reshade settings here. I used this guy's profile, but then I actually individually went and did my own, basically, and then I tweaked the ones I wanted. So maybe I can... let me save it. Can I save it somewhere? CFI... FI... There we go. Alright, whatever. 2 eyes is fine. Enter. Oh no, I screwed it up. That's why I don't touch things. Let's go back here. There we go. Back to normal. I mean, just look at that. That's incredible. How's the performance? Fantastic. So same airplane, same airport. I tried L1011 at Lisbon Airport with the same settings. In 2020, I'm getting 11.5 gig VRAM usage, and in 2024 beta version 4, 11.5. Sim update beta 5 in 2024, 9.8. Almost 1.5 gig less usage at the same airport, same weather, same everything. So this this sim has been refined a lot more than version 4. Now, it always works out in a way that version 4, or like the update betas, are great, and then as soon as they come out, they're trash. Me and CST were actually talking about that. So I don't know if it's he were mentioning maybe it's because like everybody jumps on the server and then becomes like maybe they're separate servers. But right now, beta 5 is fantastic, especially because Chaseplane works with it. So I am loving it. All right, peeps and poops. You are now a CFI. Thought I would revert back to Big Mac, but someone had taken it. Oh, okay, all good. Burke says that scenery is incredible. It is incredible. It's looking crispy. It is. It definitely is. I'm going to send these to Mr. Aviation Bros in case he wants to use these for anything. Let's get our screenshot camera out. Oh, they had no mention of performance changes in the changelog. I think they're just optimizing it more and more, and even though there's not going to be like a quote performance like objective, it just works. Like it just makes it better. I need mountains in the back. Bigger ones. Like, yeah, it would have been good over there. I'm also using auto FPS, guys. Auto FPS is amazing for this. No big mountains coming up. All right, well, top of descent's coming up in not too long, so we'll start to prepare our little approach. My little thing is weather weights plates. If you guys know me, that's my thing, weather weights plates, and I have an emoji actually for it as well. Mr. Aviation Bros made us an emoji for weather weights plates. So we're gonna get the weather, and then we'll look at the appropriate chart. Sorry, the appropriate landing weight, and then the appropriate chart. So landing in Vancouver, 2704 at 4 knots, super light wind. They're using the 2.8s then. 20 mile viz, it's VFR, so it's gorgeous. That covers that part. And let's see, I'll just check their ATIS as well. It is 8 left and runway 13. That doesn't make sense at all. One of you guys want to tell me if they're using 8 left? I mean, the wind is calm, so you can, but it seems a bit weird. We're programming up 8 left for the time being, though. ILS freak of 1055. Oops. And we got a final approach course of 083. We'll set that on both sides. I'm changing it very quickly with my wing control PAP3 panel, by the way, guys. That's how I'm manipulating it very quickly. I'm just gonna say I'm just clear to send whatever I want because there's no one here to tell me otherwise. So we'll just pre-select 5500 for the time being. That's the bottom of the star. And our VNav is smart enough to start when we get to top of descent. So that's been preset. We can come over here and go to the performance tool, landing dispatch, 8 left, import, calculate, landing en route, import, auto brakes 2, calculate. That's a lot. Well, we're losing 10,000. So yeah, we'll save the brakes a little bit. Auto brakes 2 is more than fine. Use auto brakes 2. So that is no problemo. Alrighty. Gonna come down here and we'll select departure arrival, 8 left, legs. Doesn't have the rest of the arrivals, so let me click connect 6. There we go. Now it has the rest of it in there. Perfect. We'll execute that. Runway 8 left or F of 130, most likely 7. It always says 139. Can't do it. Alright, not like an RJ. Won't treat it like an RJ. 235 is fine. Init ref index approach. 31 plus 5. Perfect. This is actually be a 136 landing, not 139. The iPad always says 139 no matter what. So that's all been set. Flap 30 being more than fine with us for today. And I want to do /290. Guess I can't do that. Oh wait, I'll put a decimal. Whoops. There we go. Let's do some CRJ speeds here. 250. And we're good to go. 0.74. Nope. All right. 0.740. All right. It needs 3 digits. Whatever. Whatever. Airplane. Sweet. We're looking good. We are looking good. Got some winds going on. Thanks for the reshade settings. Looks good in VR. Perfect. I didn't know it affected VR. That's pretty cool. Before it's a bit washed out. Yeah, reshade adds a lot. Reshade adds a lot. Load those winds. Execute those winds. It's kind of close. Yeah, it's good enough for me. Perfect. It's just buttery smooth, guys. Sim Update 4 is buttery smooth. I've turned rebar off as well in the NVIDIA. So you got to download NVIDIA Profile Inspector. It's an NVIDIA thing. And there's a thing called rebar. And if you have it on, for me, it limits my VRAM usage by about 2 more gigs less than I actually have on the card. So it's VRAM limited to like 12. But if I turn rebar off, I get 14 out of my 16 gigs. I don't know why it does that, but it does do that, so. Guys, be sure to go check out Mr. Owls FS. He is live as well. And Mr. CST Flight Deck. He is also live, so be sure to go check him out. Also, if you guys are brand new here, you might have missed that I did a podcast with Blue Games. So be sure to go check that out. I'll put a chat... sorry, I'll put a link in the chat here for you. Whoop, that's the wrong chat. I just put it in Owl's chat. XP's going live too. Jeez, everyone's going live. All the juggernauts are going live. How to turn off rebar? I use a tool called NVIDIA Profile Inspector, and then at the top left, I type Microsoft, and I look for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. I scroll down to section 4. I just keep scrolling down until I find rebar enable and turn it to disable. Send a love from Montreal. What's up, brother? Hey, Yannick, welcome. Thanks so much for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. We are just in cruise here, going on our merry way over to Vancouver. Planning the Canuck 6 arrival into Vancouver today. That kind of looks like trash. Hasn't loaded yet. There we go. No worries, Burke. I might make a video on it, as I have a lot of settings that I use to make this thing work. It's quite a mission. FO pilot depth is live. Nice, bro, making some food right now, keeping the stream up for some background entertainment. Cool. Thank you so much. Well, we're going to be descending here shortly, so it'll get very entertaining. Artemis 2 arrival in a few minutes. Ooh, that sounds good. XP goes live in 20 minutes, guys. What are you making, Yannick? I think Montreal. I think smoked meat, and I think crepes. So, they have farmland on top of mountains here. Apparently. Apparently. Artemis 2 basically a big fly-by-wire machine like Airbus, all computer. Yeah. But all shuttles have really been that for the most part. Like even on the Apollo 11, they weren't like flying it. They did do the landing though. Yeah, the Artemis 2 is just on its way back. I'm going to pick things up now that turbulence is kind of chilled out. There we go. Just brought in the laptop. The Artemis 2 kitchen starting to look like my office. Yeah. WestJet Virtual, hello, welcome. Hey man, nice to see you watching. Nice to see you watching you and the Artemis return. Nice, appreciate it. We're gonna see what has the softer landing. Yeah, the default sounds are okay, but they're little they're a little, I don't know. There's something missing. The Boris has something in it that just sounds fantastic in it. I have to head out. The train is arriving at the station. Thanks for the stream and have a safe flight. Thank you so much, Nico. Hope you have a good ride home. The sounds just stop. I've gone supersonic. Oh, there they go. Supersonic? Sonic. Supersonic? Subsonic? Supersonic? Subsonic? I'll stop. Yo, everyone's taking up the 7.3 tonight. There's so many 7.3 streams. That's crazy. I think we were one of the first on the of the non-gifted free 737 YouTubers to do it yesterday. That's a fast 7.3. It is. It is. So just one of the Phoenix and the SU5. My screen likes the bugs all over it. Is that new SU5? Yeah, so that's what I was mentioning. There's a couple bugs. The MD11 iPad doesn't work, and Phoenix has mud all over the screens. That's what I was talking about. Other than that, everything else works. Even the Phoenix works, it just has the mud on the screen. But I'm not a big Phoenixer. I fly it here and there, but I have so many other airplanes that I can use, including this, including the 727. A340 works just fine. I haven't tested any of the Indian build stuff out, but we'll maybe try some of that. Like flying in Kansas. There might be a way, Falcon, if you can... There's probably a way in the livery itself to delete the windscreen effect. Like, just delete the file entirely, that little, like, the actual image of it. The little, like, the file that controls that, and you can probably just get rid of it, to be honest. You have to do it per livery, but... SU5 will be releasing shortly anyways, I'm pretty sure. Calgary to Vancouver is quite far. They look quite close on the map, but they're quite far out there. I'm gonna select terrain. Top of descent's coming up here shortly. What's your favorite two planes to fly? I always enjoy my time in the 727. I really enjoy that plane. I'm going to keep the CRJ out of it because I fly that one real world, so I like doing that one too. So I'm going to keep that one out of it, but the CRJ is obviously, I like doing that. But the 727's really, really awesome. So I'll put that up in there. What else? Yeah, I mean, 7.2 MD-11 is really good too. This is very good as well. The 7.3 is really good. Either the 800 or the 7 doesn't matter. Either one's fine. It's a lot of good ones. For me, biggest problem SU5 was the click spots were broken in some mini builds planes. Oh, that's not too bad. That's hopefully fixable. The performance in SU5 for me, though, is just fantastic. Hopefully they fix it. The planes I flew in real life were some of the least favorite in the sim for me, as I noticed more the flaws. The planes I flew... Hopefully they fix it. The planes I flew in real life were some of the least... I don't know what you really mean by that. They fix what? The bugs on the screen? I don't know if I'm going to buy the 700 or not. It would be nice to have a full WestJet fleet, but I think I'm going to save for the Vector Sim 787. Yeah, honestly, like, you're WestJet virtual, so you're kind of all in it. So, I mean, if I were you, I'd probably just buy it. Because if WestJet virtual is your thing and that's what you do, you'll have 700, 800 max, and 87. But honestly, you can get by with just the 800, and even if with the max and 800 are good too, and then the 7.8 will be amazing. Who knows when that Vector 7.8 is coming out? So you could save for it, but you might be saving for years. Who knows when that thing's coming out? The SU5 glitches? Yeah, I don't have too many. I just have the 2 I've listed so far. Okay, I'll just be right back. Here comes top of descent. And I'll just be right back. All right, I'm back. I flew some pretty weird aircraft though, so I will see more bugs. Yeah, maybe that's probably why. All right, well, we're in the top of descent here. It's negative 29. I don't have a SAT. I don't know where to find the SAT in this airplane, if it even has one. I can find the TAT, but I need the SAT. Don't give me that SAT. Sorry. Full of dad jokes. Would you guys like to have a 737 tutorial series? There's tons of them, so I'm purely doing it out of I just enjoy making tutorial series. But you let me know. It's not going to be like the RJ one where it's all in depth. It's going to be just like this is how you get it working for people that are brand new. It's going to be basically what I do on stream, but in a very slow pattern and explaining how the system works a bit more in depth. Progress page 2. Ooh, progress page 2. Headwind. That's kind of dumb. That's over here. Crosswind. SAT. Minus 46. No anti-ice required. We're still at minus 40s. Perfect. It's probably going to start getting bumpy. Let's get everybody strapped in their seats here. Thank you, Maddie. RJ tutorials are phenomenal. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I got to make the next one. The next one's going to be FMS initial or prepper. No, we already did that. We have to do the programming of the FMS. So I probably can be able to do that tonight or tomorrow. I'll have to just edit it together. What are we at now? 28. Let's throw it on. Look at that. The N2 kicks up quite a bit, actually, when you do that. That's pretty cool. That's just like the RJ, actually. Looks like no one's online for Vancouver traffic either, unfortunately. Thought they would be by now. Frequency will be 18.7 though. Yeah, that's what I thought. They're using the 2.7s. I don't know why that ADA said the other one. So we're going to do this. Light little change, 290. And we're going to departure, arrival 26 right, 26 right, usually? 26 left. 26 right, I think, usually is what they use. On the Canuck 6. Going to stave. There we go. We'll execute that. Transition. Gonna get the new ILS freak. $11.95. And the approach course at 263. $263 is set there. We'll rerun these numbers really quickly. Compute all that. Calculate all that. Still pretty good. And we're 3,000 feet high on the profile. But we're descending as fast as we can. $4,000 feet is set. Gonna get below this, turn off our anti-ice. We'll be able to rock it down a little bit faster. Do the boards as well. I'm gonna need these. Look at that lake. That looks gorgeous on the right side. This sim is beautiful. There we go. That looks better. Catching up to our VNAV profile. We're probably not going to get close enough. Gonna start slowing down here for 250. All right, 250. We're clear mostly everything. Engine and wing anti-ice off. That'll help us slow down as well. Coming through 10,000 feet. The lights are on. The pressurization is checked. Continuous ignition. Belts are on. Sorry, missing the cabin here. Flight radar recovery planes for Artemis 2. Oh, that's kind of cool. Because yes, it's because there's less. It needs more bleed air to run the anti-ice and the pressurization. So it has to increase the N2, which increases thrust, which makes it hard to slow down. CRJ does the exact same thing as well. Gonna start a recording software here. Flight recorder. Don't know why I can't find it. Flight recorder, hello. Interesting. I cannot find flight recorder. glitch in audio as well. Awesome. I'll probably have to do a... This is going to be an interesting approach. It's going to be an interesting one, guys. It'll work. But it's going to be interesting. We're visual, so we can do a more visual approach rather than an actual full ILS. Vancouver traffic, it's WestJet 123, turning 12 mile final, ILS 26 right, WestJet. Supposed to say Vancouver, but I said WestJet. The boards are still out as well. A 360 would work here quite well as well. We're not going to do that. Ain't nobody got time for that. There it is, flight recorder. Press record, leave that on its own. We're just going to keep it going down. We're going to go below the glide slope here. This turn helps us descend faster, so that's always good. We're probably going to be stable by 500, which is a visual stable anyways, so that's good for me. You see the visual, the difference in terrain here. Looks a little strange. There's that glide slope coming on up, or coming on down. That's more than perfect. It's actually going to work out quite well. I'm going to go vertical speed. And we're going to do 1,800 feet per minute. We're going to let this airplane slow down. And we're just going to bug VREF and we're going to start getting slower as we go. So we're going to go below the slope. We're past Goreg, which means we can go down to 2,000 feet if we really wanted to, till totem. Let's keep it going down then to 2,000 feet. Vertical speed 17 is fine with me. It's all energy management. It'll work out quite well. I'm going to go a little bit more in the vertical speed so we can have a little bit of time to level ourselves out. Vancouver traffic, it's WestJet 123 on a 6 mile final, 26 right. Alright, there's the alts cap. Here comes flap 1. We're going to press approach. Look, captured. Glide slope arm. Flap 2. Glide slope captured. Flap 5. Nope, can't do 5. We'll do that. We'll do gear down though. We'll take that. Gonna leave the boards out. We need them. Now we'll do flap 5. Still 1,500 feet. 1,000 feet till we have to be stabilized on a visual approach. Flap 10. Just getting her all the way back. It is some beautiful country. Yep, we turn off the de-icing. It's all off. Flap 15. Maybe it ended up being close. We're almost stable at 1,000, but... Lap 25. Spoilers going away. Arm in the boards. And flap 30. Perfect, guys. The RJ actually slows down faster than that in real life. Faster than this, the 7.3 at least, from the sim world. Alright, guys, put the camera on. Still at 200 feet to spare, no problem. And that's looking nowhere. Let's turn that the right place. Auto throttle disengaged. Get that back stabilized. And the autopilot disengaged. Little throttle movements. Correcting height, tiny low. It's okay. I don't think I'm actually that low, but apparently we are.
50, 30, 20, 10.
Whoa, laggy in Vancouver. This is a 2020 scenery as well, so might be a bit laggy over here due to the scenery not being updated for 24, unfortunately. All right, the manual braking.
Vancouver traffic, Air Canada 253.
A lot of lag here.
Runway 26 right, Vancouver.
This is why I usually don't fly out of the West Coast Canadian airports, because it's crazy laggy. I don't know why it gets so slow. It shouldn't get that slow. I released the brakes at 25 knots. We should get going, you know. Should, as soon as you release the brakes with 45 knots, it goes. No approach pit in the other monitor. I just pull it up here and there. It's actually on the browser. I'm reading my chat. I use a browser for Navigraph because I find the Navigraph app lags me out a little bit. Yeah, this airport's very laggy. This is not an SU5 beta thing or a PMDG thing. This is strictly because the sim is just crazy laggy. Well, because of the Flight Sim Studios airport. I just took in Rob's flying a Airbus. That doesn't seem right at all. Splashdown? Nice. FS Dream Team. Ooh, you know what? I can contact them. Maybe they'll give me one to showcase for you guys.
Vancouver traffic, Air Canada 263, 10 off final 26 right, Vancouver.
That was a sporty approach, but we're visual, so on those visual approaches, you can keep it quite sporty like that. And then, depending on the SOP of your company, usually it's IFR 1,000 feet stabilized and 500 feet visual. At least for my land, RG land. So those are the rules I use. The reason we do that is because if you're thinking about the river visual in DCA, it's impossible to be stable at 1,000 feet there. You won't be at the right. You still have huge turns to find on all sorts of stuff to do. Yeah, I kind of assumed that the airports were going to be pretty laggy. I'm actually quite impressed of how Calgary acted. This one's acting much worse. But yeah, I thought it was going to be a lot worse than or I thought this would be better acting than Calgary would have been. Anyways, I'm not going to do the full procedure with starting the APU and shutting it down. I'm going to leave it pretty configured. That way we could just go straight to the replay. So I'm going to put my flaps down to the 30 position. We're just going to watch Mr. Rob land on 26 right.
Vancouver traffic, Air Canada 253, 4 mile final, runway 26 right, Vancouver.
About there. Good enough. Right in the middle. We'll set the park and brake. We'll take a lookie. It's so laggy. Yeah, this airport is not good for this. And again, don't get the wrong idea. That's not a Sim Update 5 thing. That it happens to me like this in Sim Update 4 as well. That's just this airport has not been updated at all, which is kind of sad. There's Mr. Rob coming on in. That's something PMDG has to fix. Notice how Phoenix, I can see the gear and everything from this far away. The PMDG would have no gear and all sorts of stupid stuff happening. We'll set up just over here. We will wait for him. $56 miles top of descent. Nice, Viper. Appreciate you. Appreciate you flying. I know you flew with us. Thank you so much for that. I heard that the FS Dream Team CYVR is a lot more out of date than the Flight Sim Studios. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Could be, but it's good in performance. Yeah, that's why you guys normally don't see me out west anymore that much, as the sceneries are not meant for it yet. It's kind of sad. Might have different scenery, so we might be landing. Nope. Yeah. There she goes. All right, we're going to disconnect from VATSIM. Going to do a replay. I think the replay is going to be a buggy mess. I started my flare a little too high, and I kept freezing, so I couldn't really judge it all that well. There goes the gear. It just disappears. Yeah, I hope PMDG can fix that up. It's pretty disappointing to see. RMS is down and waiting for recovery. Nice. Good that they made it. There's the freeze, you see it? It's like, you get spit back out. A little bit harder than normal. Not normal, sorry. A little bit harder than our usuals, but nowhere near unsafe. That was a perfectly safe landing. The scenery does look nice. It's not bad looking at all. It's just not optimized. That's the problem, unfortunately. Again, scenery isn't this stuff all around the airplane, by the way. All I'm talking about is the airport. That's all that's different here. This is all default 2024 scenery you can buy. Sorry, not buy. When you buy 2024, it comes with all this. It's the airport only is the problem. Mine's not too laggy. Pretty sure I'm using the same scenery. Mine's terrible. But I have my settings jacked way up. I don't know what your settings are. found missing taxiway signs and stuff. Oh, that sucks too. What can you do?
Too low, terrain.
There we go. Got to deal with that
Too
now.
low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
Oh, I thought if I clicked something it would
Too
work.
low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
There was the freeze.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
Nice and safely down. All right, guys. Well, without further ado, we were going to call it a night there. Really appreciate you guys. Oh, finally. We finally got a resource usage exceeds. It only took an airport that's not meant for the scenery. That's pretty good. I haven't gotten any of them so far. Anyways, guys, we'll see you guys in the next stream, probably tomorrow during the afternoon. I'm going to be out the evening, so we'll probably do some KLM ops tomorrow out of Amsterdam. We're going to try doing some of that. Let me give you a better view because PMDG can't code their gear properly. So, yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. See ya, see ya, see ya.